Hello traders, this is Rich from tradesight. This is the weekly ETF preview for the coming week. This is going to be for Monday, June 24th, 2013. Well, since today's expiration Friday, we're getting some pretty good volume. We're still going to get the biggest prints of the day. It's only a little after 3 o'clock right now. So when we get those closing prints, that'll swell volume up some more, but we're already at a pretty good clip. But we don't really have too much to show for it as far as any kind of a bounce back in price. Right now, we're as you would expect on expiration day, we're seeing very few signals either way from our scans. Usually, the signals come in before the expiration. Traders and the options desk kind of get things where they need to get them for expiration ahead of time, and that's definitely what we're seeing right now. So we've got no signals on either side from our broad market majors. As far as the domestics go, same thing. No signals either side, but we do have some volume bumps. Some of these will be associated with the options unraveling. But one thing is we're definitely seeing some pretty good volume in the KRE, and it's also one thing that's outperforming the rest of the market. A couple of the volume bumps here as well. The IBB's been in play all week. VNQ's got good volume. XHB's still in play. Housing stocks have really been moving, and all the associated stocks as well. So this one's definitely in play, trading more than 2 times the typical volume. Moving on to the commodities, definitely some things in motion here. USO and GLD are still in motion. Both of those have volume bumps. We've got a downside CPS condition in the UNG, but that one's on light volume. GDX is starting to reverse here, and they're trying to circle the wagons. It's 1.5% above today's VWAP, so it's having a strong afternoon right now. Volume is not too great yet, but it's definitely could pick up some more. We also have a volume bump in the DBA and also the TLT. The TLT is still very weak. And onto the foreign names, no signals either side. RSX has a volume bump, but not really seeing anything else too interesting in this patch. And finally, the specials. We definitely have some volume here. Look at the FXP, 3% below the day's VWAP on increased volume. The other volume bumps are the TWM. The TBT is still in motion. That's got an upside signal. That's 12 days up on the Seeker, so we could get an exhaustion warning next week. SRS has a volume bump, as does SKF. And then on the long side, there's a few volume bumps here as well that you might want to make note of. The URE is got a volume bump and is more than 2% above the days open, so that's definitely one thing that should be sticking out. All right, so here's our list with our bar counts on it. So we talked about that. TBT is interesting. That's getting pretty close. The other one is XLK is 12 days up in the Seeker and the Comer, so that's definitely something you should keep on the watch list. The KRE is up again today, but it's 12 days up in the aggressive Seeker countdown, so that should be on your list as well. IWM is starting to get close. We're 12 days up in the aggressive version of the countdown, 11 days up on the standard, and it's within a few days of a Comer countdown exhaustion warning as well. All right, folks, as always, thanks for listening. Hope to see you again next week. This has been Rich for tradesight.